the preaching and community minister here for Lufkin Central. And for this morning's edition of Jesus and Coffee, I would like to take us to the Gospel of John, John chapter 21, to kind of set the story, to set the everything up for this. There was this time when Jesus told his disciples that the Son of Man is going to be betrayed, speaking of himself, is going to be arrested and going to be crucified, all these things. And one of them that stood up in that moment, either literally or figuratively, was, well, Peter. And Jesus says, not only is this going to happen, but let me tell you what you are going to do. When given the opportunity to stand with me or stand against me or remove yourself from being connected to me at all, when that moment comes, you're going to 3 times deny that you even know me. And well, what will bring back this memory for you is when you hear the rooster crow on that 3rd time. And of course, Peter, like a lot of us, would say, I would never do that. And I don't believe that Peter set out to do this. But ultimately, as you know the story, that what ended up happening was Peter did deny him 3 times. And then comes the moment when the women are headed to the tomb one morning to go and reflect and remember and offer sacrifice there at the tomb where Jesus's body was supposed to be, where it was supposed to be after he was buried. And when they get there, the stone is rolled away. It's no longer there. And they eventually think they're having a conversation with a gardener, but then they eventually realize it's Jesus, and he sends word for Peter and John. Well, fast forward again to this moment when Jesus appears to his disciples again, and in particularly around breakfast time with Peter. John chapter 21, starting in verse 15. When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." So he said to him, "Feed my lambs." He said to him a second time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Tend my sheep." He said to him a third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was grieved because he had said to him the third time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." And almost maybe kind of in this moment, maybe reflecting back on, Lord, you know everything. When you said that I would deny you and then I said that I wouldn't, Lord, you know everything. And you know that I love you. Jesus said to him, "Feed my sheep. Truly, truly, I say to you, when you were young, you used to dress yourself and walk wherever you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands and another will dress you and carry you where you do not want to go." This he said to show by what kind of death he was to glorify God. And after saying this, he said to him, "Follow me." In this moment that Peter experiences, in many ways, he is kind of experiencing what we experience. He is having this interaction, except for him, yes, it's a face-to-face moment. A moment that we have a glimpse into the interactions that Jesus' disciples had with him. But you see, when we find ourselves not able to have that face-to-face interaction with Jesus, what we do have is the opportunity to go to Scripture and find, yes, the God who knows everything, and the God who knows that for those who love him and serve him, that yes, we love him, but he also knows that we could not get to him on our own, that we could not reach eternity on our own, that we needed someone. We needed someone to step in our place. But here's where we find that this is not the end of that story. We not only needed someone to step into our place and to show us what he was willing to do, we also need to understand that he is the one who calls us to follow him and to serve others. And that just as we talked about a couple of Sundays back, was discipleship is not just a call to live with Jesus, but it's a call to die for him. Jesus was telling Peter of the sacrifice that he was going to make. But notice what it said, to glorify God. Because discipleship is a call to live and a call to die. It's a call to live and a call to die. So here's your challenge today. Put yourself in Peter's place. In this moment, in this conversation, and now Jesus is saying to you, do you love me? Then feed my sheep. Do you love me? Tend my sheep. Do you love me? Feed my lambs. He says, if you love me, do not just show it back to me in your words, but in your actions. Show him that you love him today, not just in what you say to him, not just in what you say to others and what you think others want to hear because you're a Christian, because you're a pastor. Show him that you love him by what you do, by how you live, and by how you serve. All in all, it has the potential to be a great day when we show him by what we say and by what we do. And we show him our love for him. Y'all have a great day. God bless.